Today's lesson is called Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Before we begin, even before we do our vocab words, let's listen to a song.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a duck, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a horse, E-I-E-I-O. With a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a sheep, E-I-E-I-O. With a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, and a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had a turkey, E-I-E-I-O. With a gobble gobble here and a gobble gobble there, and a moo moo here and a moo moo there, and a baa-baa here and a baa-baa there, and a neigh-neigh here and a neigh-neigh there, and a quack quack here and a quack quack there, and an oink oink here and an oink oink there. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Wow, Old MacDonald sure has a lot of animals on his farm. Okay, so for the next several days, you're going to be listening to read alouds about farms. You will learn why farms are important. You will also learn about farm animals, including cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep. And you will also learn about crops that people grow on farms, including corn and wheat. But first, let's go over some vocabulary. Our first word is harvest. Say harvest. Harvest means to gather a crop that is ready to be used or eaten. Pastures. Say pastures. Pastures are fields of grass where animals eat or graze. Shelter. Say shelter. Shelter is a structure that protects people or animals from the weather or danger. And our last word for today is tools. Say tools. Tools are items that help you do a job. Old MacDonald has a farm. I cannot take you to a real farm today, but you can travel to a farm in your imagination by listening to this read aloud. I want you to listen carefully to learn about the different things found on a farm. Hello, let me introduce myself. I'm Old MacDonald and I have a farm. You might already know that because my farm is one of the most well-known farms around. My farm is famous because a few years back someone decided to make a song about it. The song is about all the animals on my farm and the noises they make. Remember, a farm is a place for growing crops and raising animals. Usually a farm has a house and a barn. It's true. My farm is a rather noisy place. I have several different kinds of animals here, and each animal makes a different kind of sound. Here are a few of the farm animals I take care of on my farm. Do you know the sound each animal makes? Let's see. What sound does a sheep make? What sound does a dog make? How about a chicken? What sound does a cow make? And what sound does a pig make? Nice job! We have moos, oinks, clucks, and baas, just to name a few. We also have woofs. This is my dog, Bingo. There's a song about him too. Maybe you know it. It sounds a little like the song someone wrote about me. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. Bingo helps me here on the farm. Mostly he keeps me company while I'm out working, but sometimes Bingo helps in other ways. For example, yesterday I accidentally left a gate open and my sheep got out. Bingo chased the sheep back inside the fence. As a farmer, I have many important jobs to do here on the farm, and it is hard to say whether one job is more important than another job. However, if you were able to ask my farm animals, they would tell you that taking care of them is the most important thing I do. After all, farm animals don't take care of themselves. The cows, chickens, pigs, and sheep need a farmer to give them food, water, and shelter because, as farm animals, they were not born to live on their own in nature. They need help. A shelter is a structure that protects people or animals from weather or danger. Excuse me while I use my pitchfork to pitch a little hay to one of my cows. She's hungry as always. So here is the pitchfork. This is my barn. Sometimes, especially when it is cold or rainy outside, I bring my farm animals into the barn for shelter. I also keep my tools and other equipment in the barn. Tools are items that help you do a job. As you can see, I have a lot of tools and equipment. There are many jobs to do here on the farm, and each job requires its own tools. I keep hay for the animals up there in the hay loft. And that's my tractor over there. I love to ride through my fields on my tractor. Let's take a ride. I grow most of the farm animals' food right here on the farm. On my farm, there are pastures full of green grass for the cows and sheep. Pastures are fields of grass where animals eat or graze. I also plant and harvest crops of corn and wheat out on the fields. Harvest means to gather the crops that are ready to be used or eaten. I feed most of these crops to my animals. Farm animals are big eaters, so I need to be sure to have plenty of feed on hand to keep them healthy and happy. I store extra feed for the animals in my silo. A silo is like a giant can. This silo is full of dried corn, which I will use to make feed for my cows in the winter when there is less grass for them to eat out in the pasture. By the way, this is my wife, Mrs. MacDonald. I have 3 children too. Their names are Delilah, Sadie and John. You can see our farmhouse in the background. This farm would not run smoothly without Mrs. MacDonald and the children. It takes a whole family to run this farm. You might be surprised to learn that our farm is actually very small compared to some. Sure, we have many different types of animals, and we grow and harvest several different crops, but we don't have nearly as much land as some of the other farms I will show you. Farms are very important. Most of the food we eat, from hamburgers to carrots to French fries, gets its start on a farm. Many kinds of fruits and vegetables come from farms. We also get milk, cheese, ice cream, and eggs from farms. Which of these foods do you like to eat? Which one of those do you like to eat? I like to eat the ice cream. Bread, cakes, cereal, and crackers don't come straight from farms. There are no farms with cookie trees or bread bushes, but the things you need to make bread and other foods come from farms. All kinds of meats come from farms too. Well, I have plenty of work to do today. I need to feed the rest of the animals and water the crops. First, however, I'm going to fix the latch on this gate so the sheep doesn't get out again. As soon as I finish my work, I promise to take you on a tour to see some other farms and learn all about farming and farm animals. So this is going to be a fun unit. We're going to learn all about animals on the farms. That is it for today, boys and girls, so you can go ahead and answer the questions.